Okay, we're back on the 60 Volkswagen Beetle. Customer wants new battery trays. I lifted up the carpet to take a look at it. It looks like from here back that way it's going to be replaced. This is actually, although it looks like garbage, it feels pretty solid. I'm going to clean this area up and see what we're dealing with and then go from there, try to evaluate how we're going to handle it. Ideally, she just put new pans in, but he only wants to do the battery tray to stay on his budget. So we'll see what we can do to help. Okay, we got this area cleaned out a little bit better. After getting it cleaned out, I discovered that this is actually a patch that somebody did before. So, and we're going to be cutting out basically exactly what they did and replacing it with a different one. So, going to get this tube free, and then just in case he ever wants to use that again. And then I'll cut this area out there with a cutoff tool and then fit the new one in. Okay, as we start peeling back layers of the onion, we find more problems. So it looks like somebody did a patch repair. What's underneath this is just garbage. So originally the customer just wanted the battery tray. Damage underneath this little patch they put in goes all the way to about here. So essentially the customer is going to get half of a new pan. So passenger side, half a new pan. He's only going to pay for the battery tray. We're going to do all this extra work for him for free because that's what needs to be done. We're not going to send him. I'm not going to weld it into that and then take ownership of that. So I'm going to cut out half of this pan, put in a new section here for him, but only charge him the battery tray because that's the right thing to do. So anyways, I'm going to cut this section out. Hopefully there's this metal over here is good enough to weld into. We'll see. This is really interesting. These welds cut like butter. I think they're using a coat hanger or something, but I've never cut through welds that easily. And this is what we're looking at underneath it here. So I'll go back as far as I can into where I can get good metal. I don't know if I'm going to go all the way up here or here. We'll see. But I'll take out as much as I can before I'm happy. Okay, it looks like that's about it. So it's going to go about to right there. I'm going to clean up all these areas. Try to get down to some bright metal in all these spots here. And then I'll trim my half pan to fit in there, and then I'll start tacking it in. Okay, this is where we are so far. Cleaned up some of the original pan. I got a little more to clean up, get off all that rust, make it nice and bright, take off all the black stuff, and then I have the other piece all trimmed out, ready to go. There it is right there. And then I'll drill some holes into the pan so I can plug weld it into there. Okay, the patch panel is in there loosely. You can see where I punched all the holes through so I can spot weld. Fits fairly good. What I'm going to do right now is I'm going to, so this is going to be mounted on top of the original one there. Rather than butt welding it, I'm trying to save the customer money. And with the primer I put on, it should be okay. And this is an easier way to do it, especially for a do-it-yourselfer if you're trying to do this. But see how much gap you have here? You want this to fit flush before you weld. So I'm going to take some screws and just screw these in, try to get this flat as I can all the way around before I start welding it in. Normally I would use Clecos, but I realize that you probably don't have Clecos. So just using some sheet metal screws will be fine for you. It'll work just as well. Okay, for the most part, this is ready to be welded in. I have the fasteners in there holding it down. I'm going to tack weld, or excuse me, I'm going to plug weld where I drilled all those holes, and then we'll see how it holds up. Okay, this is where we are so far. Panels welded in, and I'm not sure if the customer wants me to do body filler and paint or not, so I'll give him a call and see what he wants done. Otherwise, if he says no body filler and paint, I'll just primer that up and he's done. So that's all it took to put a pan in. Please like, subscribe. I'll put some more of these videos out, and the videos I put out will be something that you could do in your own garage without any special tools, other than a welder, of course. Please send me any comments, negative or positive. I just want to hear some feedback of what I could do better to improve to bring these videos to you. Subscribe and tell your friends. Thanks. Appreciate it.